So EDP445 has been back in the news over the last couple weeks, and honestly, it just keeps getting crazier with him. So in the past couple weeks, there's been new allegations that came out of EDP445. He's made a major return back to the internet. I mean, he literally has hundreds of thousands of followers now on TikTok. And another thing is, he just announced that he has stage 5 kidney failure. Yes, all this in a couple weeks. The EDP storyline has been going crazy. Today we're going to be mostly talking about the kidney failure story because it's been the biggest thing in the news over the last couple days, especially because, you know, people are even allegedly happy that EDP it might not be around for much longer. Only 18% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Don't be part of the 81%. Subscribe to the channel. You have nothing to lose because he has such a serious condition. And honestly, I can't really blame him. I mean, EDP has done some very crazy things. He did make an official comeback, however. That's the most important part about that. You know, he blew up on TikTok. You know, he's getting hundreds of thousands of views on every video, and he has like, I don't know, 500,000 followers, something around there. And then he also has like 80,000 followers on Instagram. So yeah, it's like EDP is making like an official comeback, and for some reason they're not taking him down, and I have no idea why. But recently on his Instagram live stream, I'm going to play the clip of him talking about the kidney failure.
They have to put a temporary catheter in my neck. They hooked me up to a machine, filter out the blood, drain the fluid, because the doctor, he put me on water pills so I could start using the bathroom regularly again. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't using the bathroom as much. Doctor told me that if I do miss treatment, it is life-threatening. You know what I mean? I remember when I was rushed to the hospital. Well, not rushed, but I drove there on my own. You know what I mean? After a friend of mine made me go. Went down there, and the guy basically told me, the kidney specialist and the actual doctor, they both agreed on it. They told me it's a good thing that you came when you did, because if not, you would probably more than likely you'd be dead within 2 months.
So yeah, it looks like EDP might actually have stage 5, you know, kidney failure, which is quite serious if you don't know. You know, I watched a video recently breaking it down, and it sounds like he'll be on the low end, he'll be around for like another 5 years. On the high end, it might be 20 years, but I mean, that's for like the normal person. And it sounds like once you get diagnosed with this, you know, stage 5 kidney stuff, you're gonna need to drastically change your lifestyle. And for EDP, something tells me he's not gonna start going to the gym. You know what I mean? That just doesn't sound like who EDP is. And so yeah, he might be around for like less than 5 years, which is honestly kind of crazy. And people are happy that this is happening to EDP. And you know what, I try so hard to be empathetic, you know, because obviously I don't want to see anyone in bad health, you know what I mean? Especially when I've had family in bad health. I can understand how, you know, it's difficult to watch, but I'm sure it's more difficult to go through. However, I really don't feel sympathy for EDP. Like, yeah, I guess it sucks, and you know what, people are still fans of him, so I guess it sucks for them. I don't know how they're still fans with him, especially because he tried to meet up with a 13-year-old, but whatever, I guess they don't know. But yeah, it's hard to feel bad for EDP, especially when not only has he done a lot of unspeakable things, but he's also not faced any serious consequences. Like, sure, he got deplatformed on, you know, social media for the most part, but now he's back and he never went to prison. So yeah, he pretty much got away scot-free for doing some really horrible things. And then also, it's like during the live stream, you know, people were saying it might not even be real because he could be, you know, just asking for sympathy. We've heard that he keeps getting fired from his jobs in real life. That's why he keeps trying to make comebacks on, you know, like Instagram and TikTok and that kind of thing, because he needs money. So this could be a ploy for money. However, if you're very familiar with Instagram, you know that it's pretty much, I don't know if it's possible to donate, you know, have donations on Instagram. So I don't know, you know, people are saying this might be like a play for sympathy, you know, try to get donations. You know, please do not give EDP445 money. I'm asking you. Crazy things, like if you didn't remember, the original reason EDP fell off the internet was because he was caught by the predator predator poacher, some YouTube group, that caught him in the act of trying to meet up with a 13-year-old to quote unquote get a cupcake. And oh my god, I cannot imagine what would have happened if it was an actual 13-year-old and not, you know, the predator poachers gang. You know what, it makes me sick to even think about it. And then after that happened, he was completely deplatformed on all social medias. You know, he lost his YouTube. He was a full-time YouTuber, so that was a big deal for him. And so obviously, because he no longer was a full-time YouTuber, he had to get jobs. He started working like DoorDash, but because it was such a serious and emotional thing to happen, you know, people really loved EDP at the time. I mean, hell, I was even a pretty big fan. You know, I liked his memes. But because it was such a big deal, you know, people were tracking him down. You know, they were doxing and they were harassing him, and they were getting him fired from every single job they could. I mean, they were calling DoorDash and saying, hey, don't hire this guy and all these kind of things. And so it really went off the rails on EDP. And ever since that happened, no, he's not faced any criminal charges because unfortunately, some reason, you know, the cops don't take evidence gathered from non-police, you know, organizations seriously. And I kind of get it because, you know, the cops have to rely on a certain set of guidelines that can actually get people convictions. But I'm still not upset with the predator poachers for exposing EDP like they did. Like, I know a lot of people are upset with them because instead of working with, you know, police enforcement to make sure that EDP actually went to jail, they kind of just did it themselves. And I can see why people are upset about this. I mean, there's no reason EDP should be out in the wild right now, if we're going to be completely honest. Like, bro does not need any more cupcakes, but he's out in the wild. Whatever, it happened. And it sounds like the police had no idea that EDP was doing anything. So at bare minimum, these predator poachers that found him, you know, trying to get the cupcake, got him deplatformed and potentially stopped him from hurting more kids, which I still see that as a win. But yeah, he's not in jail. And over the last, like, what, 2 or 3 years since he's been banned, he's been consistently trying to make a comeback on the internet, because obviously the internet was his main thing. You know, that was his job. That's what he knew how to do. And so he kept trying to come up on like these niche social media live streaming platforms, and people were just, you know, flaming him in the comments. And then he was like on Rumble, where you'd get like 1,000 views a video or something. It's nothing close to you know, his hundreds of thousands of views here on YouTube when he was in his prime. But he recently actually made a full comeback on TikTok and Instagram. For some reason, over the last couple of years, he keeps trying to make, you know, ban evasion accounts. You know, he'll create a new account and people will immediately report it, and, you know, he'll get banned. But I guess Instagram and TikTok just stopped caring for whatever reason, even though it looks like he hasn't learned his lesson. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but EDP445 never actually put out an apology, and he even recently made a TikTok of him joking where he's like, I finally got my cupcake, and it was just a video of him eating cupcakes, and that got 8 million views on TikTok. Like, I don't think that's okay in the slightest. He's not taking responsibility. He's not having any empathy towards what he did, you know, the vile actions that, you know, he willingly did. But that's just the whole update on the situation. I mean, somehow it continues to get crazier, and if there's an update on EDP's situation, I'll make sure to let you guys know. Just a quick little update here on the channel. If anyone watching here, just a quick little update here on the channel. I know I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. That's my bad. I'm not done with YouTube at all. However, I had a math exam that I really had to study for, so I kind of took a break on YouTube. Hopefully this kind of break won't be happening again, but thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you guys in the next one.